Hey guys, From here. How's it going? I just realized that where you guys are sitting, you cannot see what I'm going to be doing on the screen. So let me move you. Okay, that'll work, right? I think that'll be good. I've got an idea for Mermaid that I want to hatch out, but I think I'm going to do it in like 3 parts. I'd really like this to be a let's paint, and I'd love to get some feedback from you guys as we go. I feel like oftentimes I work kind of in the dark alone, and I really love interacting with you guys. So let me do a couple of sketches here, and I'll kind of tell you what my thoughts are when I've got something on the page. Okay, so my idea behind this is that the girl here is a flying fish, and the guy that's clinging to her is a Dorado, which is a big fish that really likes to eat flying fish. They look really cool. They're like green and big, and their fins are cool, and so I just thought it would be a really neat dynamic to have these two as if they were mermaids. Not necessarily that he was going to eat her, because sushi. I want her to look like a flying fish, obviously. And then for him, I mean, he's gonna have this cool, I don't know, like sail fin the whole way down his back. But I don't draw couples very often. I have a really hard time getting the 2 characters to be close enough to actually connect. Like, drawing people hugging, they usually end up like, it's like awkward. So this is going to be a challenge for me, and I'm definitely looking forward to any suggestions you guys might have. So let's get back at this. Already I hate him and the way he looks. So I'm pretty happy with their position so far. I like the curves that are happening. I'm not really sure what to do with his back arm. So he's got his front arm kind of like grasping around her like this, but what do you do with this back arm, right? Should we see part of his hand? Where should that hand be? Ooh. So I'm gonna pull up some reference images real quick, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we've got our Dorado fish up here, looking pretty cool. We've got our flying fish, which I have no idea how I'm gonna draw that as a mermaid, but we're gonna make it happen. Or we will make it happen. And then I've got Lovers on a Swing by Da Vinci here as kind of a reference for the curves and the flow. This is kind of, can you see the similarities, is kind of the idea I had. And then I also like the idea of maybe it being kind of like this Art Nouveau feel. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. But I like the look of this. These are all things outside of my comfort zone, but I think it'll be really fun. So let's do a little bit more sketching, maybe give this guy a face and make her look a little bit more like a flying fish. I don't want it to be like 100% accurate, that's not it, but I want it to be recognizable. So let's get started. How does your arm do that? What if she was pushing his arm away? Like, get off me, you creepo. Except I suppose it's her back arm. How does that look? I'm not entirely sure. Not like how I drew it. Let's try again. Would you even see the arm back there? If we draw her neck, oh, that looks terrible. Right now I'm like hiding a lot of the anatomy by having her arm raised up like that. So, She's trying to swim upwards. But maybe he just grabbed her so her hair is starting to float up a little bit from the momentum. I don't know, should we try and include these big back fins? They're gonna be kind of in the way, I think. And then should these be wider? I kind of like them this shape. So you guys tell me, should I make these back ones wider like this? Or should we leave them kind of narrow? Alright, and should we, like, what are we gonna do for her back ones? Are they gonna be, they're gonna be like in his face, or is he like holding them down because he's got her? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to get your opinion on that. This arm is bothering me so much. Okay, let's flip it. Let's flip the whole canvas. What type of an expression should he have? And should we have, okay, so we've got this big fin on the back, like this guy up here. Should we mirror that on his head? No, that looks dumb. Let's definitely not do that. And I definitely don't want to give him this giant freakish forehead. I mean, that's just, he's gonna look like so dumb if I do this. Like, okay. Like, I'm not gonna put his head down here either. He's not gonna be a fish head, or should he be a fish head? No. No, let's not do a fish head. This whole piece is a little controversial. Maybe he can have this, like, suave look to him. There we go. I'm okay with that. Even though this, like, creature from the Black Lagoon type of ears, I think that they'll work for him. Okay. I'm really liking him now. I love that, like, her expression is kind of not here, that she doesn't really have a mouth it's hiding. It's just a super rough sketch, but I'm loving the dynamic between these two. Like, she looks so pissed off. And he's like, hey, it's okay. Now, obviously, this is super cartoony, and I think I want it to be a little bit nicer looking than this. But for the time being, I'm okay with this. This is good. We're making good headway. I'm okay with all of that. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, let's invert it and make sure it still looks good. Yes. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. Okay, let's slap some color down on this guy and get our palette going before we go any further with the sketch. I do this all the time. I like want to have my art look a certain way, and then I just kind of revert right back into whatever's comfortable. I love the idea of this Art Nouveau look, but I just don't think I can pull it off. I think I'm gonna end up going to a more painterly feel for this whole thing. I just realized I've been working this whole time without saving. It's terrible. Let's fix that. Remember to save, kids! Background done. Alright, now to give the background just a little bit of depth, and then I think we'll call it done for this episode. Alright guys, this is where we're going to stop for today. So give me some insights. What do you think about his hair, his ear, her expression, his expression? That arm of hers that's grabbing his arm, like, I know that needs work. It's terrible. What should his other hand be doing? Leave your comments down below. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!